Okay guys, we'll go to the next chapter. The next chapter is called quadratic equations. The standard form of a quadratic equation is just like this: ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0. Yeah, so there will be equals to 0. And then how to solve quadratic equations? There are several methods for solving a quadratic equations. You already learned one of them in the previous grade, which is factorization. So example questions 1, solve x squared minus 2x minus 8. Oh yeah, before we solve this, the meaning of solve uh, an equations means you have to find the value of x. Yeah, so when you want to find the value of x of quadratic equations, you can use factorization. Okay, so I don't know what methods do you learn in the previous grade for factorization, but this expression can be factorized into these factors. Yeah, so x minus 4 and x plus 2. And then because we want to find the value of x and the multiplication equals to 0, that means we can conclude that, oh, the x minus 4 can be 0, or the x plus 2 also can be 0. So the x will be equals to 4 and the other x will be negative 2, and the answer is it can be 4 or maybe x equals to negative 2. Yeah, okay, so this is the solution of the first example question. And then for the second example questions, we already see that this one is not 0. That means we will have to make this into 0 first. But first also we have to expand this one. Yeah, so let's expand it first. So you'll have 2x squared and then plus x and then negative 6x and then negative 3 equals to negative 6. Okay, this is the expansions. And then you'll have 2x squared minus 5x minus 3. And then you move the negative 6 to the other side. So you'll have plus 6 equals to 0. And then you will simplify this into this one. And because we already have equals to 0, you can factorize it right now. Yeah, use your favorite methods to factorize. Okay, so this one is 3, 1, negative, and plus. I guess, oh no, we cannot do this. So this one is negative 3 and negative 1. Okay, that's more like it. Last time I told you that 2x minus 3 equals to 0, 2x equals to 3, and then x equals to 3 over 2. You can do it like this, or you can get the value of x directly from the numbers. If the numbers is negative 1, that means the x will be equals to 1. Yeah, so we can skip these steps. Okay, so the answer for this one is x equals to 3 over 2 and x equals to 1. Okay, the next method to solve quadratic equations is completing the squares. Sometimes you will encounter quadratic equations that cannot be factorized. You cannot find the numbers. Yeah, for example, x squared minus 3x minus 2 equals to 0, or x squared minus x minus 1 equals to 0, because the value of the x is not the whole numbers or rational numbers. Yeah, the result, the value of the x will be irrational. Irrational means square root of something or decimals. Yeah, therefore we need another methods to solve the quadratic equations. An expression, before we talking about completing the square, you have to know what is perfect squares. Yeah, so perfect squares is an expression such as x plus 2 square, or x minus 3 square, or x plus 1 square, and so on. That is called perfect squares. Wait. And then completing the square is a method in which part of quadratic equation is transformed into perfect square form. So to solve the quadratic equation that cannot be factorized, you have to make the expressions into perfect squares. When we expand x minus 3 squares, this one, yeah, the perfect squares, we'll have x squared minus 6x plus 9. So x squared minus 6x plus 9, also called as a perfect square. Yeah, that means if you have this, you can revert it back into the x minus 3 squares. Okay, that is the idea. And then, what if we only have x squared minus 6x, not x squared minus 6x plus 9? Can we change it into x minus 3 squares? Yes, of course, you still can, but you have to add the 9 into the x squared minus 6x, right? If you only have this, you cannot change it into x minus 3 squares directly. But if you add 9, it will become the perfect squares. Yeah, so you can change this into x minus 3 squared. But in math, you cannot suddenly just add 9 into some expressions. Yeah, you cannot do that. If you add 9, that means you have to minus it with 9 also. So the questions will not change, the expression will not change. Yeah, that means if you already change this into x minus 3 square, the negative 9 have to be written after. Yeah, so x minus 3 squares minus 9. This is how you change the one that is not perfect squares into perfect squares. Yeah, you have to add a numbers that will make the expression into perfect squares. Yeah, that is the idea. Okay, and then what should we do so that x squared minus 6x can be changed into x minus 3 squares? I've answered this before by add the x minus 6x with 9. Yeah, and then what about x squared plus 4x or x squared plus 12x? Yeah, we'll do this later in the example questions. Okay, so example questions 1, express x squared plus 6x minus 7 equals to 0 in the form of x plus p squared plus q equals to 0, and then solve the equations. Okay, so guys, for this one, we have to think like x squared plus 6x plus a numbers, and then we have negative 7 at the back equals to 0. We have to think like what numbers will make this into a perfect squares. Yeah, the numbers will be always the 6 divided by 2 and then squares will be always like that. Yeah, so this one is 3 squared equals to 9. So you have to add 9 at this empty space, and then when you add 9, you have to minus it again with 9 because you cannot change the expressions. Yeah, so if you add 9, you have to subtract it by 9 also, so the expression will not change. Okay, next is you have to know what will these expressions become. We already know that this one is perfect squares, but what will it become? It will become x and then plus, yeah, the sign is plus, and then the 6 will be divided by 3, or you can get 3 from the square root of 9 also. Yeah, so this one will be x plus 3 squares, and then you can combine this, negative 16 equals to 0. There we go, we already change the expression into this form. Yeah, that is the original methods to complete the squares. And then the question wants you to solve the equations. To solve the equation, you only have to use normal algebra. That means you will move the 16 to the other sides, equals to 16, and then you will move the squares to the other sides. Remember, when you move square into square roots, you will have put plus minus in it. So x plus 3 equals to plus minus 4, and then we'll separate them into two parts. We'll have x plus 3 equals to 4 and x plus 3 equals to negative 4. That means x equals to 1, x equals to negative 7. So this is our answers. Yeah, our answer is 1 and negative 7. This is how you solve using completing square methods. Okay. Okay, and then let's try this one. For this one, the x square have numbers in front of it, not like the previous one. Sorry, not like the previous one. For this one, the x square doesn't have any numbers in front of it. This one have negative 2 in front of the x square. Yeah. So for expressions with numbers in front of the x square, you have to make it into x square only. Yeah. So when you have negative 2x squared plus 6x plus 7 equals to 0, you cannot complete the square these expressions directly. That means you have to make this one into 1 first. Yeah, that means you have to factorize. You have to factorize the negative 2 first. Negative 2 first. Yeah, so negative 2x squared divided by negative 2, it will become x squared. When you factorize, it will be division. Yeah, so both of them, all of them is divided by negative 2 because you take out the negative 2. So 6 divided by negative 2 equals to negative 3x, just like that, and then plus 7 equals to 0. Okay, you only have to factorize the negative 2 from the x square and the x only. Yeah, the 7 doesn't have to. And then after this, we will think like the previous numbers. What makes the x square minus 3x into perfect squares? So we have to add something. We have to add something right here to make it into perfect squares. Yeah, as the one that I told you before, the addition will be these numbers divided by 2 and then square it. Yeah, so you will add 9 over 4 right there. Okay, but you have to minus it with 9 over 4 also. Yeah, get it? Okay, next is to make it into the perfect squares like this, plus 7. So this part will become x, the sign is minus, and then the 3 will be divided by 2. 3 divided by 2. There you go. Okay, pretty confusing, right? Yeah, completing square is the hardest methods to solve the equations. Yeah. Okay, so what next is to multiply the negative 2 inside the bracket. So you'll have negative 2 times x minus 3 over 2 squares. And then when you multiply this, you'll have 9 over 2 positive plus 7 equals to 0. And then negative 2, open brackets, x minus 3 over 2 squares. This one will become 1423 over 2 equals to 0. There you go. We already change the expressions, my bad, change the expressions into this form. Yeah. Okay, next is to solve. The question wants you to solve and give your answers correct to 3 significant figures. That means the next step will be normal algebra. Equals to, you will move the 23 over 2 to the right hand side, and then you move the negative 2, it will become division. Square equals to divide, you will have positive 23 over 4, and then you move the square, it will become square root. So x minus 3 over 2 equals to plus minus. Don't forget to put plus minus when you move square into square roots. Yeah. And then you will use your calculator to calculate that one. And the calculator says 2.398. Okay, and then we split them into 2 parts. first is x minus 3 over 2 equals to positive 2.398. The second one is x minus 3 over 2 equals to negative 2.398. And then this one will be plus 1.5. 3.90 in 3 significant figures. And then this one is negative 2.398 plus 1.5. It's negative 0.898. So this is the solutions. Yeah, x equals to 3.9 and x equals to negative 0.898. If the completing square is hard enough to do, you can do quadratic formula. Yeah, but completing square also important because it will be used in another chapters besides this. Yeah, so you still have to know how to completing the square. If the completing square feels complicated and time consuming, especially when you come across less convenient numbers, let's say the numbers is so bad, yeah, that means I suggest you to use this quadratic formula. So x equals to negative b plus minus square root of b square minus 4ac over 2a. Let's solve this one. Okay, we are struggling to solve this one before with the completing square. Yeah, this is the questions from the previous methods. Yeah, it's exactly the same. Let's use this formula, and then you will see that this one is easier. So x equals to negative b plus minus square root of b square minus 4ac over 2a. Yeah, first step is to write down the formula, and then you input the b. The b equals to 6 plus minus square root of the b is 6. Don't forget to put brackets if you have square. Yeah, minus 4, and also multiplication times the a is negative 2, and the c is 7. Nah, and then divided by 2a. 2 times the a is negative 2. Okay, after this you only have to calculate. So x equals to negative 6 plus minus square root of, this one is 36, this one is 8756 over negative 4. So x equals to negative 6 plus minus square root of 92 divided by negative 4. Okay, at this point I don't think you can simplify it more, so let's use our calculator to calculate this. First is the plus 1. Yeah, so negative 6 plus square root of 92 divided by negative 4 equals to negative 0.898, and the second one will be 3.898. There you go. This is the answer for this one. Okay, example question 2. For this one, as you can see, the number is not so good. Yeah, 0.01 x squared plus 3.14 x minus 1.23. To solve these equations, if you use factorization and completing square, it will be hard enough to do. That means the easiest way is to use the formula. Yeah, so the formula says x equals to negative b plus minus square root of b square minus 4ac over 2a. So x equals to negative b means negative 3.14, and then plus minus square root of b squares means positive 3.14 square, and then minus 4 times a is 0.01 times c is negative 1.23. Okay, so this is our b square minus 4ac, and then 2 times the a is 0.01. There you go. Actually you can use your calculator to calculate this directly. Yeah, so you don't have to calculate this one first and then you will separate them into two parts. Yeah, just calculate it directly. Okay, the first answer is negative 314.4 because we are we have to write down the answer in 3SF. That means this is the answer, and the second x will be 0.391. There you go. So this is the solution of this equation. Okay, after you learn how to solve the equations, right now I want to show you the questions related with the quadratic equations. Yeah, so the example question 3 says 2x plus 1 over 3x plus 4 equals to x over 3x minus 2. For this one, you only have to cross multiplication like this. As you learned before in the previous grade, when you have fraction equals to fraction, you have to do cross multiplication. Yeah, so you'll have 2x plus 1 times 3x minus 2 equals to x times 3x plus 4. Yeah, just cross multiplication. And then next is to expand this one. You have to simplify the expression first. So you'll have 6x squared minus 4x and then plus 3x minus 2. And for the right hand side, you'll have 3x squared plus 4x. And then, as I told you before, the equation have to be equals to 0. That means you have to move this to the left hand side. So you'll have x squared minus 4x and then plus 3x and then minus 2 minus 3x squared minus 4x equals to 0. Like that. And then I want to calculate the x squared first. You'll have 3x squared and then calculate the x. You will have negative 5x and then there is negative 2 right there. Just rewrite. And then for this one, I think we can use factorization. So you have 2n1 minus n plus. Let me check it. Yes, this is already correct. Negative 1 over 3 for the x. Oh, my bad. If you cannot do it like that, just do it manually. Yeah, like 3x plus 1 equals to 0, and then 3x equals to negative 1, x equals to negative 1 over 3. And then for this one is x minus 2 equals to 0. That means when you move the negative 2, you will have x equals to 2. Okay, so this is the solution for this example question. Next is this one. We have addition of a fraction. When we have addition of a fractions, you have to make the denominator equal. Wait, let me rewrite the questions. And to make the denominator equal, you have to give some space after the original denominator, because we will add the one that the fractions doesn't have. Yeah, like this one, the fractions doesn't have x minus 4. That means you have to add x minus 4 at the bottom and also at the top parts. For this one, the bottom part doesn't have x minus 3. That means you have to add x minus 3 at the both sides. Okay, and then after that, as you can see, the denominator already the same. Sorry, my bad, not x minus 3. Should be x minus 2. Okay, x minus 2. The denominator is already the same. That means you can combine them like this, and usually you will not multiply them, so you will leave it like that, equals to 2. And then for the top part, you only have to multiply it like that, so you have a simpler expression. Yeah, this one is negative 2x, and then this one is negative 3x, and the last one is positive 6. Okay, and then just simplify the top parts. The top part will be x squared, and then 2 minus 2x equals to 0, negative 3x, and then negative 8 and plus 6 equals to negative 2. For the bottom part, I want you to move it to the right hand side. It will become cross multiplication like this. Okay, so x squared minus 3x minus 2 equals to, let's expand this one first, x squared minus 4x minus 2x, and then the last one is positive 8. There you go. And then simplify it again. You have to open brackets x squared minus 6x plus 8, and then multiply the 2. You'll have 2x squared minus 12x plus 16, like that. And then I will move all of the left hand side into the right hand side, yeah, to make the expression equals to 0. Because one more time, in the quadratic equation it has to be equals to 0, yeah. When you move it to the right hand side, you'll have 2x squared minus 12x plus 16, and then minus it with, don't forget to put brackets, x squared minus 3x minus 2. Okay. Next one is insert the negative. You'll have negative x squared plus 3x plus 2. Simplify it. You'll have x squared minus 9x and then plus 18. Can we solve this? Oh no, I don't think. Oh, we can. X, 6, and 3. If you cannot find the numbers, just use quadratics formula, yeah. So x equals to 6 and x equals to 3. There you go. This is the solution of this example question. And then the last example questions for today, example question 5. For this one, we have fractions added by another fractions. As you already know, we have to make the denominator equal, yeah. But this time the x squared minus 4 can be factorized, yeah. You already know how to factorize x squared minus 4, right? Using this formula, a squared minus b squared will become a plus b and a minus b. That means this one will become x plus 2 and x minus 2. Okay, let's make the denominator equal. So we already have x minus 2 for both fraction. That means I only have to add the x plus 2 in the first fractions. Wait. Okay, and then equals to 2. Next is to simplify. The bottom part will be still x plus 2 and x minus 2. The top part will become 2x and plus 4, and then plus 5x, yeah, equals to 2. And then I will move this to the other side. For this one, you'll have 7x plus 4 equals to 2, open brackets, x plus 2 and x minus 2. Okay, let's expand this one, yeah. After you expand that one, you will have x squared minus 4, and then I will move this to the other side so it will become 0. But before that, I want to multiply this one first. 2x squared minus 8. When you multiply this, you will have 2x squared minus 8, and then when you move the left hand side, you will have negative 7x minus 4. Okay, so 2x squared minus 7x minus 12, and then I think you can factorize this one also. 2x, 4 and 3 cannot, 6 and 2 cannot, 6 and 2 cannot, 4 and 3 cannot, 1 and 12 also cannot. That means we don't have any choice to solve this using the quadratics or completing square, yeah. I will choose quadratics formula. The formula is negative b plus minus square root of b square minus 4ac over 2a. Okay, and then you only have to input. So x equals to, this one is the a, b, and c. The b will be negative 7, so when you input into the negative b, it will be positive 7 later. Negative 7 square minus 4 times a is 2, c is negative 12 over 2 times a is 2 equals to 7 plus minus square root of 49 plus how much is this? 896 ya, 96 over 4. Okay, just use your calculator to find the value of x. Okay, after you calculate it, I think you should have x equals to 4.76 and x equals to negative 1.26 ya. Okay guys, I think that's it for today. We'll meet again later in the next section. See you guys, bye bye.